Can these recipes that claim to be done in 5 minutes actually be done in that amount of time and also be worth making? Let's find out together. Specifically today, I wanted to do dinners, the most viewed dinners of the ones that I have not already tried. Starting with a recipe with, at the time of filming, 335,000 views, and this one are these like really delicious looking noodles. The sauce is just next level. It looks amazing. So you can see I have set things up, which gets into the rules. If you're new here, I have done a whole bunch of 5-minute recipes. I'll link them at the end. Subscribe if you haven't already. New videos here every single Saturday. Anyway, some ground rules for these 5-minute recipes based off of your input and also my experience doing this. We've done this a while. Number 1, 5 minutes when you're doing the recipe for the first time. It's kind of like a vibe. There's a window that is 5 minutes. So I'm gonna give myself a little bit of wiggle room there. Number 2, for each of the recipes, I will kind of lay out specifics in terms of what I did to kind of match what the person did in the recipe. But for the most part, I have all the ingredients out. I just haven't prepared them. And number 3, once it goes in the oven, the fridge, or the freezer, not my business anymore. To me, the 5 minutes is in the preparation. So let's do these noodles. The thing that I have done in preparation for this. So first of all, I have laid out all the ingredients up along the side there, so I'm ready. The second thing is she used a little garlic squisher thing. I don't have one of those, and I feel like that would take a lot less time than chopping it manually. So I have pre-prepared the 1 clove of garlic. I have also pre-washed any of the herbs that I'm gonna be using, but I haven't cut them up yet. Oh, water is boiling on the stove. And there's going to be oil over there as well, because we're going to be cooking the noodles, and that's gonna take a little bit of time. Hold on, I need to put more water in. We have our 5 minutes up on the clock, and sorry, I needed a minute. Go! Okay, so the first thing, it calls for peanut butter. I can't have that, so we're doing sesame. Where am I going? What am I doing here? I have never had sesame, but apparently it's like a 1-to-1 ratio. 1. So again, this will be a little bit different because obviously it's a different flavor profile. Anyway, moving on. Teaspoon of gochujang. Next up, we gotta chop up a whole bunch of herbs. Did I put my noodles in? No, not yet. 4 minutes. Laughing here, guys. You see my fingers? It looks like they're bleeding. They're not, I swear. I want to put my noodles in now. Noodles are in. I'm gonna start heating up the oil. What's interesting about this recipe is people were like, are you positive that this is gonna take 5 minutes? Because I feel like your 5 minutes is different than my 5 minutes. And like, fair enough. This is not the best knife for this, but we're going for it. This, by the way, is just like it's like a mix of stuff. We got the spring onions, we got the, I think it's cilantro, I don't remember, and a little bit of basil. I don't have enough basil, but vibes. All right, here we go. In. Ta-da. What's next? We have a tablespoon of sesame. Tablespoon. In it goes. This is not gonna be aesthetic, so sorry. Red pepper flakes. Chili pepper. We got it. Got the garlic clove in already. We got a teaspoon of grated ginger. Calm down, calm down, calm down. Now this was in the freezer, which would have made this so much easier. Ah, I lost so much. There, it's fine. 2 tablespoons soy sauce. Oh my gosh, 1:28. We can do this. 1, 2 teaspoons of rice vinegar. Oh my gosh, we're almost there, everyone. Turning up the heat on the oil. Noodles are cooking. What's left? Oh yeah, squish of lime juice. Can't even talk, I'm so I just put this in. Sizzly. And these noodles should be done. I have to reserve some of the water. Perfect. Come on. That was 5 minutes. For sure we've got this. Hold on. I'm gonna drain out some of this water. Let me just mix this all in with the hot oil. Don't burn yourself, Rachel. Then we just put the noodles on top. Where did I put them? They're over here. Maybe we'll overcook them, but it's fine. It's fine. Then we start moving this through. We add a little bit of the cooking water. Like that was basically 5 minutes. Come on. I feel like I crushed that. You cannot tell me that doesn't look divine. I know. You would be lying to me. I feel like we nailed that one. I feel like that was within the window. First one done, we did it. Now is it worth it? We need to try it. Oh, actually, no, I'm not. That would have been a very different video had we continued. Didn't realize that sesame paste is also peanuts. So. Christopher is gonna taste this today.
What? dummy bought the sesame paste? That's what I want to know. And when we find the guy responsible for buying the sesame paste and looking at the label on the sesame paste, we're gonna be hell to pay.
At least tell me if it's good. No rashes or anything, so that's good.
Spicier than you would like, for sure. It's quite spicy for me. I'm not a big spice guy.
I want to know how many of you clocked that. Like, did any of you see the paste on the side? It has peanuts. 50-50.
Yep.
Like, it's not like it was lying. I just didn't.
That wasn't even in the ingredient list. That was on the label. Someone messed up.
And it was literally because I was going to eat it and I was like, it smells so peanutty. And so like anytime anything is like that, like tahini, any of that like seedy, nutty, I always double check. It's like may contain or something. And I was like, hold on, why is there a comma peanuts?
Flavor is good. I see what they're going for there. It's quite good. It's hot, but complex, good flavor. Very nice. Yeah.
5 minutes.
You sure you don't want to try?
I think I might pass today. Right. Again, it could have been a different video.
Yes. Yes, it could have.
And you wouldn't have seen the rest of the recipe.
I would have had to finish the recipes.
Lo would have had to come in.
We could have taste tested Snickers.
We'll throw Lo in, give her some gluten. We'll just round it out, you know? Well, here you go, enjoy.
Sorry about that.
Of course, it happened.
Let me get rid of that for you.
It was a start to today. I know he didn't mean to. Chris feels really bad. He's also sick, so it's not his fault. These things happen, but I'm mentally processing right now, live with you. We're gonna get through the rest of these recipes together. Oh boy, that could have changed so fast. I disinfected the life out of this chicken. Chicken. This video is gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Can everyone like this video for me? It made me feel a lot better. Yay, Rachel didn't go to the hospital. But moving along so I can actually consume some food now because I am hungry. This one's called chicken crack bites, which I mean just sounds immediately like, oh, tell me more. I don't know what that means, but it has currently 670,000 views on this. It's a high protein, easy chickeny lunch thing. So we're gonna dive into that. I have an English muffin currently toasting. She did not toast hers, but I'm not going to eat an untoasted English muffin. Have you ever had a raw English muffin? I know they did toast it in the air fryer, but there it is. Other thing that I did to prepare for this recipe, I'm saying this in advance so that I'm not eating into my time. She used pre-shredded, so that just makes sense. She also used canned chicken, didn't have that. Did have some leftover chicken, so I just cut that up, we'll pretend. Bacon bites did have some bacon that was cooked in the freezer though, so chop that up. I cannot find like pre-made ranch seasoning, so I made some in advance. It's right here. I think that was it. I did a lot of pre-planning because I didn't have the exact things that she had, but I had similar enough that I'm not gonna duplicate. I'm not gonna buy, you know what I mean? We made some adjustments, but now you know. Let's do this. I'm putting butter on this because I'm not an animal. All right, 5 minutes up on the clock. I need a teaspoon. And go. Okay, so we have some chicken. We're gonna toss in. Boop. I think this is a measure with your heart. I'm putting some cheese in, but I'm leaving some cheese out to put on top. And then 2 Laughing Cow cheeses. I have not had these in years. I assume this is to add a creaminess, but then you also have the protein element to it. I saw in the comments people were saying to put barbecue sauce on this or like a buffalo sauce. 100%. I'm actually thinking, that had me thinking maybe I'll put some like sriracha in it, make it like a little spicy, or maybe half of it, I'll do that. I don't know. And then half a teaspoon of ranch, boop, some bacon, and then we mash it all together. I hope this is good. She also said, like, as people were asking, can you do this in the oven if you don't have an air fryer? And she said, yes, for sure. I would say that you'd probably have to cook it and then do like a little broil at the end. That's what I'm gonna do because I'm A, curious if it works just as well, and B, I don't want to take out my air fryer right now. No, thank you. That is just a bridge too far. We're gonna try it this way. Okay, that looks nice and creamy. And I have my pan here. Boop, boop, there we go. How much time? 3 minutes. Oh, we nailed this one. Nailed it. Also to everyone who's saying, oh, she put it into the air fryer for 6 minutes and that's a 5-minute recipe. All right, that's what I have to say. Cooking doesn't count if you don't have to babysit it. And then we sprinkle some cheese on top. and pop it into the oven. This would be a really good recipe to do if you had some leftover chicken or like a rotisserie chicken or something, like the Costco ones, you know? Something to switch it up, make it a little different. I'm gonna put some sriracha on one, but we crushed this. Look at that. Boom. I should have done this underneath. Oh yeah, I forgot. My sriracha's, it's kind of broken. Just ignore it. All right, in the oven goes. Okay, this looks good. It is in fact good. Sriracha is really good with this. I think absolutely buffalo or barbecue would be fantastic in here. It works in the oven, super easy. I would absolutely put this on my lunch roster. I would just toast the English muffin and butter it before. It's so much better. This is a win for sure. All right, next on the list, we're jumping up in view count. We're going from less than 1 million to 8.6 million. And that is for the dense bean salads. Have you seen these? I have seen so many. I know there's a dense bean salad girl. It wasn't the video that I saw, but she makes a bunch of them. They're not 5 minutes. They are incredibly intricate recipes. They look delicious. I wanted to make it today, but I wouldn't be able to do it in 5 minutes. If you're unfamiliar, basically this girl makes these dense bean salads and there are a ton of protein and fiber and there's a lot of variety in there that's gonna give you a lot of different types of nutrients. And so this girl took made a 5-minute version of it basically. So I figured we would try it because I have been wanting to make something like this. So things that I've done in advance. Number 1, I have pulled out the ingredients that you can't actually see right now. Number 2, I did do half of this recipe because I didn't want to waste ingredients before I knew if I was gonna like this or not, and that's a lot of beans. I did drain and rinse and like de-shell the chickpeas as well because that would have taken me way more than 5 minutes. And you can also see my cucumber was starting to go, so I kind of just got rid of the stuff that I couldn't use, and now we have this. That's where we're at right now. 5 minutes up on the clock. Go. All right, so I have my beans. Ta-da, already done, yay! Okay, on to the next. We have cucumber, and she did it in quarters. Again, it was starting to go, which is why it's peeled and cut like this. Out of the way, tomatoes. I have a job to do. Now, I did see in the comments that people were saying to put in the cucumbers and the tomatoes and things like that at the end, like right before serving. So if you are saving this throughout the week, don't put the cucumbers in because they're gonna get all weird and soggy and gross, which like, yeah, absolutely, fair enough, don't do that. I'm putting them in because we're gonna eat it, but you get it. That's like a lot of cucumbers. I guess there is a lot of, there's a lot of beans in here. Those are chickpeas and black beans, in case anyone was wondering. She quartered the, I don't have time for this. Chop them in half, call it a day. I don't have time for the rest of this. Okay, no, I need this still. Quarter of a red onion. How on earth did she make this at the speed at which she made it? Was it vibes? Did she go by vibes? Don't cut yourself, Rachel. Boop. Now we need mozzarella pearls. I'm just gonna take a whole bunch and just give them a quick chop, you know? In you go. We need some parsley. Got to wash it. Still have to make the dressing. Ah! Go. My fridge is so loud today. Ow, I'm hurting myself. Ah, it's too stressful. Now I've cut myself. It's fine. It's like through the nail. Did I actually cut myself? Hold on, pause. Yeah, hang on, I think I cut myself. 1 second. Good news, bad news. It's not bleeding, but I did cut off the nail. Not the whole nail, just a little chunk of it. But anyway, we're going on to spicy, so I'm not messing with that right now. What is this video? So I cleaned off the board and the knife and I got fresh parsley and then I just put it in. Okay, I'm giving myself that. Okay. Where was I? This is gonna be great. It's gonna be so good. Okay, where was I? What am I doing? Oh yeah, peppers. Go. Bring some peppers, bring them down. She's so scared I was like, oh, I don't know how much to do. There's like a spoonful. Guess it depends on how spicy you want it. Oh no, okay. Now we have to go on to the dressing. Okay, we need a tablespoon of the juice from the banana peppers. We need a half teaspoon of Dijon. No, I need less than that because I'm doing half the recipe. Gah! You can't see it, but it's totally good. Then we need 1.5 ounces of the olive oil. And then another 1.5 ounces of the red vinegar. Nope, not done yet. It hasn't been 5 minutes. You all heard it. Still going. Dash of maple syrup. Yep, that's right. I pulled that out because it's maple syrup. And we know people. We're connected like that. This needs salt. I'm putting salt in. Going rogue. I'm whisking it. Today is not very much my day. Now it's going over top. Wonder if anyone's like jumped ahead in the recipes and been like, what happened to her hand? Nobody tell them. You're gonna have to go find it. Now, this does look, oh my goodness, I had 2 minutes left. Wow, look at me go. I did it in 3 minutes, everyone. If you lose a piece of a body part, then it's 5 minutes. That's science. Let's give this a try. I want to bite with all the layers. Okay, before anyone asks, yes, I can have chickpeas. I think somebody asked me that the other time. We were like, wait, don't do it. I can and have had chickpeas before, so it's okay. I don't think I got cheese. I feel like it needs the cheese. Okay, my thoughts. I think this needs more types of cheese. It needs some more things because the black beans have a very kind of grainy consistency on the inside. Also the chickpeas. It's missing a counter to that grainy consistency. Everything plays well together. The dressing is really nice. Like I like all of this. It needs something different. I thought someone said, hold on, I have to look it up. I thought someone said to put something like, what's the word I'm looking for? The crunchy onions, crispy onions. That would be good. We need a crunch in there. Also chicken. Rotisserie chicken in here would be fire. I think it needs some crispy elements in here. I think for the next recipe, actually, there was a mention of crispy fried shallots. I think something like that in here would be really good, or like crispy bacon. I'm not sure. It's missing some elements to kind of round it out, and I feel like the chicken would be really important here because I feel like the consistency of the chicken would drown out the graininess element a little bit. That's just my opinion. However, I do like the concept of the dense bean salad, and I think it's something that I want to explore a little bit more because I think this is a good foundational element to work off of, but for sure couldn't get this done in 5 minutes. I mean, I did, I don't know what you're talking about. And now we have all of the elements ready for the most viewed recipe that I found, that again, I haven't tried yet. And that is a deconstructed like sushi bowl, which was really cool. It was, I think, over 30 million views, and it seemed pretty straightforward to make, so we're gonna try it. Starting with some pre-made rice that I have warmed in the microwave. That was already done. Now we're gonna set the timer and go. Okay, we're starting with canned tuna. I need to drain it. Comments had a lot to say about tuna, but you can also do salmon or you could do chicken. I haven't had tuna in a while, so I'm gonna do tuna. Pop some in there. And then despite Christopher's best efforts, he went to like 3 different grocery stores and none of them had ripe avocados. So we're doing cucumbers, but I believe in my heart that the avocado would be better here. Being very careful this time. Pop that in. Then we need seaweed sheets. Fun fact, Lo's daughter, her 2-year-old loves these. 1, 2, 3, 4, something like that. I don't know. She basically just like rips them up and puts them in. Now what? We need some sesames. Says stuff on it. I have to clean this. I'm not gonna put that in. Hold on, I'm pausing. Okay, until I can confirm what that is by watching the video back, I'm gonna use everything bagel seasoning. I know it's not the same, I know, but listen, I'm just not willing to risk it right now. Maybe it's delicious, I don't know. And we're gonna drizzle in some soy sauce. This is like a measure with your heart, if I'm honest. Some Kewpie mayo. And then she put some wasabi peas on top, which I have never tried wasabi peas. Figured we could put a couple in and try it out. I don't know. Ta-da! Proud of us. Now we're going to mix it and we're going to taste test it. It reminds me of a recipe that was like very popular in 2020. It had the Kewpie mayo, it had salmon. I'm trying to think back what that was. Okay. Delicious. Oh, it was quite tasty. I really like that. I think the crunch is really nice of those wasabi peas. I like the flavor of the seaweed with the tuna, like all of it all together just makes good sense. I feel like it would be better with avocado though. This was a journey for me today. So give it a thumbs up for us powering through. Subscribe. New videos here every single Saturday. I promise they're not all this chaotic. Some of them are though. I will put all of the 5-minute recipes that we have done on the sides here so you can go and check them out. I hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.